Hi, this is Mimi from Mimi Paper Crafting, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are working on Thanksgiving cards. It is World Card Making Day. I think that's what it's called, right? Today, well, not today. I'm filming early. But yes, today is World Card Making Day when you're seeing this. And it worked out perfectly. My aunt texted me yesterday and asked me if I could make her 20 Thanksgiving cards. And I said, sure. So she wanted me to use the digital kit that I used in my September Build-A-Journal challenge. So I used the software, the app that I use on my phone to get them to 4 by 5 1/4. I put 4 on a sheet and then just printed them out. I used my Cricut to cut out a bunch of thankfuls. However, listen, I had nothing but problems cutting these words out today. So I am 3 short and I am not bothering again. I'm going to end up buying a die and then just using a die on the other 3 cards. Not a big deal. Not like it won't get used. I have my card bases all ready to go. She wanted 5 blank. So there's 5 that are blank. And then she wanted 15 that said for you in the inside. So it'll say thankful for you. Okay, I have some brown mats here, so we're going to mat all of our stuff and then we're going to glue on the thankfuls. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a timer for 20 minutes if I can find my clock app. I never use it. Where is it? Can I not set a timer on my phone? I know I can, but where's my app? There it is. Not in the right spot, I can tell you that much. So I'm going to set a timer for 20 minutes and then we are going to make as many cards as we can in 20 minutes and just chat because I know some of you love that so much. Let's get started. Okay, so I guess what I'll start with is just putting these on the mats. I also have to then remember to order a die. Like I said, I will, not like I'm never going to use a thankful die. I should have just bought one in the first place. I contemplated it last night. I'm going to tell you, I was like, oh, but then I have to wait to craft these and I didn't want to have to wait. And I was like, well, that's what I have a Cricut for. Oh, yeah, that's what I have a Cricut for when it works right. I don't know what happened. I tried all different settings and it just ate the paper up. It's not even a joke. It ate the paper up. Like, I don't know what happened. The first sheet came out perfectly fine. It was a brand new mat, so it's not like the mat wasn't sticking. It was a brand new mat because my neighbor, today's my birthday, and my neighbor got me a bunch of Cricut Joy stuff because I guess Staples in a nearby town, not the one closest to me, but a little farther away, they found out had 75% off all of their Cricut stuff because they're going to stop selling Cricut stuff. And my Staples does not sell Cricut stuff, my local Staples. So she went and she's like, I spent like $100. She said she spent so much money because everything was 75% off, but she got me a bunch of Cricut Joy stuff while she was there, and that was my birthday gift from her. So yes, while I'm filming this today is my birthday, so I'm crafting all day because crafting is my happy place. And it's my birthday and I'm allowed to do what I want to do on my birthday. I already told everybody I'm not cooking, I'm not cleaning, I am not washing dishes. I am not doing anything today except for what makes me happy. And crafting makes me happy. And then when I'm done crafting, I'm going to read the rest of the day. Yep. Stay. Because I can. And I want to. Okay. So, I really do love this paper. Let me tell you how when she first texted me yesterday, my aunt texted me yesterday and asked about making these cards, she mentioned the digital kit. And for some reason, I told my boyfriend, I was like, I just did not read that right. I thought she meant another kit, and I was so confused. This other kit that I had used in a project, why she would want that for Thanksgiving cards. But I was like, whatever. That's what she wants. That's what I'll make. And then when I read him the text she sent me, and I read it again, I went, oh, duh. So I had a Walmart delivery this morning, and it was already delivered, but Walmart seems to think hasn't been delivered, so they keep telling me that it's delayed. It's already been delivered. Because last night, my son comes in and says, "Mom, I want this, I need this, I need this, and I need this for food." And I'm like, okay. So I was going to go to the store today, and then I was like, I don't want to go to the store. I'm just going to order the food from Walmart and have it delivered. That is why we have Walmart Plus. For that reason. So I can just order stuff and have it delivered. So at 12:30 last night when I couldn't sleep, I was ordering groceries for delivery this morning. Right between 10 and 11. Because that's the time I always pick. So yes, that's what I was doing at 12:30 last night when I couldn't sleep. I'm glad I decided on brown for the mats. I could have went with orange, but I was like, I think I'm just going to go with brown. Pick up some of that other tones in the... What's going on here? Look at that. I miscut that one. There we go. That's better. Okay. And this one. I must not have been paying attention when I was prepping this morning. Because you know what happens? You do a million other things. Maybe that's just me. When you guys craft, you do a million other things while you're crafting. Like if I'm not recording, I'm doing a million things at once. That's just who I am. So I miscut that. Yeah, so my son gave me a list of things he wanted to eat, and then he tells me, oh, and Mom, I like your bread. And I was like, well, your grandfather, I said, your grandfather got regular bread for you. He's like, but I like your bread. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. I use keto bread because, you know, I'm low carb, low sugar because being pre-diabetic. So I was like, whatever, I don't care. You want to use the keto bread, go for it. I mean, it's really good bread. But it's also more expensive than the 99, well, what used to be 99-cent loaves. Not anymore. Why is this? There you go. Loaves of bread at Walmart are no longer, they were even less than 99 cents. And they're ridiculously, they're like $1.39 now. Which is obnoxious and annoying. But thankfully, my kid used to eat so much bread. Before he was working, he would make himself breakfast every day. Every day. So he would make himself an egg sandwich every day. Yeah. Yep, he would make himself an egg sandwich every day. Bacon and eggs. So we went through a lot of eggs and a lot of bread. And at the time he used bacon bits and a lot of bacon bits, but like the real ones from Walmart. Now he's like obsessed with the Costco ones. He only has one bag left, so I have to let my mom know that next time she goes to Costco, she could pick them up more. Because he's not like the Sam's Club ones, he likes the Costco ones. I don't know. And then he tells me, Mom, I have no bacon left either, because now he uses regular bacon. And I'm like, yeah, there's bacon in the freezer. Just literally open the freezer. There's 3 pounds of bacon right there. I swear, sometimes he just... I know it's a guy thing, but geez Louise, just, like, look. How hard is it to just look? And it's literally a guy thing. Because it's not just him. Every guy in this house is the same way. Alright. Last one. I didn't cut this one right either. Okay. Okay, and what we'll do is we'll put them on the bases and get that done. And then add the thankfuls. So I have these go this way, and these are this here, and these are the 3 that are written on. And I'm sorry I didn't show you guys. Look, see, this is why you gotta look. I'm sorry I didn't show you guys that, but it was a lot. I used my Cricut Joy because I have 2 card mats. That, like, my neighbor just gave me another card mat, which was perfect timing. But I only had the card mat for the Joy, and I think it's easier when you do any kind of cards to use the card mat. It's just easier that way. So that's what I did. I used the card mat. I want to make sure I get the girls. So I used my Joy, and then I would just switch card mat every time, so it took a little while. Look at that. Why does that happen? I swear, it's not, it's me. Hi, I'm the problem. Literally. Because it's just human error. When you don't cut your mat right, it's human error. But if you line up to the fold, you can trim off the bottom. And that's all I did. And there's a little right. No, there's not. I thought I saw some, but there's not. Okay. So yeah, that's me. It's human error. I wasn't paying attention when I was trimming stuff. It happens. And this one. It's funny, when she said that this is what she wanted, I said any specific patterns, and she mentioned specifically that she liked the library scene and the girl on the bike, and I was like, oh yeah, those are my favorite, because those were the ones that I put in the center of my signatures. Okay. Are you guys making anything for World Card Making Day? I had no idea such a thing existed. I don't pay attention to all those special holidays. Alright, some of these will have to be trimmed. I will trim them all later. And this one should be blank. Yep. Just have to make sure I have everything going the right way, because it is very easy to put them on backwards. Way too easy to mess that up. And then I will trim these later. She also wanted orange. I asked her if she wanted a colored envelope, and she wanted orange, so I had to order orange envelopes. Okay, so these 3 are blank. Let's just make sure these are all the right way. I think I put them down the right way, but you never know. And then we can just glue, glue, glue. Okay, so now when you do these, you want to put the mats corner and top. That way, if you need to, you can trim side and bottom. That's what I do. A lot of these will have to be trimmed. Like I said, it's human error. It happens. It's human error. You don't line up the paper at the same spot every time you use your paper trimmer. That's what happens. So if it happens to you, don't worry. Happens to the best of us. You could be making cards for the longest time and still screw up on. Not even screw up. It's not even screwing up. I had a, oh my god, it was horrible. Once upon a time, I had a paper trimmer that here, the measurements were like 1/8 of an inch off. It was subtle. You never would have known. And everything I made was cut wrong. And I could not figure out why. And then I got a new paper trimmer, and I said, oh, there must be something wrong with this paper. And I checked it, and yes, there was something wrong with that trimmer. So I made so many projects, like, annoyed because nothing was working out. So it might not even be you. It might be your trimmer, and that's what I get for buying a cheap trimmer. So yes, today I'm not doing anything else today. I'm going to craft, and then I'm going to read, and I'm going to enjoy the slightly cooler weather. Slightly. We've been in the 80s for like 4 days here in Pennsylvania, my area of Pennsylvania, and I'm over it. However, today it's in the high 70s, so at least it dropped a little bit. Like, I live in a brick home. I've said it before. I live in a brick home, and you're basically living in an oven in the summer. You're living in an oven in the summer, and it is so hot. And once I turn my AC off for the season, that's it. My AC is off for the season. It costs too much to cool one of these houses down. I was just talking about it with my neighbor the other day, because my boyfriend will complain, like, in the summer that it's too hot in the house. And I'm like, you don't seem to understand. This is a brick house. It doesn't matter. I can set the AC to be 72 degrees in the house. It's never going to be 72 degrees in the house. I'm lucky if it stays around 78. And if it's super hot out, we'll hover at 81. So if we're in a heat wave and the AC is on, we could be at 81, 82 degrees, and the AC will run all day long, and it will not be cool till 2 o'clock in the morning, because not only is it a brick house, but it's an old brick house with no insulation. Them houses, they were built wonderfully back then. So I keep trying to tell my dad that we need to get new insulation in the attic, that we need to get blown in insulation up there, but it's just expensive. It's so expensive. And we got a quote in 2019 to get it done, and it was $1,500, and that was pre-pandemic, so I can't even imagine what the price would cost now for blown-in insulation. Like, I don't even want to call the guy and get another quote, because I'm sure it would be super expensive. I mean, the good thing is we live in a ranch house. Like, I couldn't imagine living in a 2-story brick home. And this is what also then, I always tell my wife, he's like, well, I live in a brick apartment. He lives in a brick apartment building. I said, yeah, but you don't have central air. You have window air conditioners. So you can close your door, and you're just cooling that one part. You're not cooling everything. Okay, so here we go. All of our card bases are done and put together. We just have to add the words thankful. So we'll get started on that. And this is what I hate. I honestly wish I had, I wish I had the We Are Makers sticky mat. Would make my life easier. But then these are also so thin, they could easily rip. They can be delicate. Okay, so let's see how much time is left on my timer. 2 minutes and 24 seconds. Okay. We're not doing too bad here, huh? It just goes to show, I mean, if I wouldn't have had to cut everything out with my Cricut, my prep work would have been not as long. So making a bunch of cards does not have to take you forever. I mean, honestly, if you have a die and you need to cut out like 20 of the same sentiment or the same word die, you can double up your paper. So if you have to cut out 20, you may only have to run it through 10 times. Did you know that? Which makes it easier. And if you have a guillotine, you can cut almost all of your card bases at one time. Which I have one, but I never pull it out to use. I should. I use it mostly for chipboard. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. I may, when the timer's done, just continue on because I didn't think I'd get this far. I thought, I don't know what I thought. There we go. And last one of these. Come on. Maybe I shouldn't have thrown those in a pile. What do you think? All right, what do we got? 24 seconds left on the timer. I am going to turn it off. And we're just going to continue adding these thankfuls and then be done. It really didn't take me as long as I thought it would. I don't know why I thought it would take so long. When you prep everything beforehand, it does not take long. Alright, so those are good, and then we'll move on to these. So I ordered, oh, somebody's home. Can you hear that running upstairs? The dogs are running. I did order orange envelopes. I could have made the envelopes, but I'm like, then I would have probably had to have bought more orange paper. It's like it's just, and then made all the envelopes. Like it's just more feasible for me to buy her the envelopes. Wait, the dogs. Wait, wait, wait. They're so loud. You probably can't hear them. I noticed on my new videos you really can't hear the dogs barking, and I'm thankful. I'm thankful to be downstairs because I would have had to have paused and waited until they were done barking, which can sometimes take a while because they're waiting for my dad to come in, and so he can be slow. So it could sometimes take a while. And then I'm just sitting there twiddling my thumbs. I'm telling you, I'm super, super grateful that I was able to move my craft room downstairs. Especially the little one. The little one's barking like crazy. The little dog does not like me being down here. Yesterday, I came downstairs to work out, because I also work out down here, and he peed in the house. He never had a problem peeing in the house before, even though he's a dachshund, and I guess some dachshunds do have a problem being housebroken. But he never had a problem before until we got him fixed. And we got him fixed because he was nasty to the cat. I mean, he still's not like, still doesn't like the cat at all, but at least he's not trying to eat the cat, like viciously eat the cat. Oh, I also said I'd bring the cat down today and I forgot. Oops. But once we got him fixed, he started peeing in the house. So yesterday, I took him out. I took him out half an hour before I came downstairs. And I swear, I told my dad, I swear I think he just peed on the floor on purpose. And he was just like, she's down there peeing on the, then I'm going to pee on the floor. I swear. And if you don't believe me that dachshunds are devious little creatures, they are. They're devious little creatures. Yeah, ever since we got him fixed, he pees on the floor. But you know what he doesn't do anymore? Hump me. Because let me tell you, that was getting old. Yep, that was getting very old, being humped. I might, when I'm done, I don't know. I was thinking of using glossy accent on the sentiment, but I don't, it takes so long to dry, so then I have to find a spot to put them all so they dry, and I just don't want to deal with that. I might though. You never know. Alright, I'm coming to the home stretch. I don't have many left. I will have the name of this digital. It's called Bright Falls, I believe. I'll have a link down below. It's a beautiful digital kit. Beautiful, and it has so many pieces to it. And it was not expensive. Frankly, it was cheap. And it is the one I used in my September build journal. Oh, maybe I want to, feel like I want to kind of make that one not straight. I think it looks good with the truck. Yep. I know you guys probably can't see. When I look on the camera, it doesn't look like you can see how well the Thankful looks in this color orange. It is completely different. It stands out in person. My camera just sometimes washes some colors out. Like my scissors look blue, but they are a true purple, and my scissors look blue. This is how it is. Okay, 2 more. Do this one and that one. Okay, and then I gotta get up and walk around. I've been sitting here too long. I'm old now. My leg hurts from sitting too long because I'm old. Okay. Okay. Oh, I just hit my microphone. Sorry about that. And the last one. All right. I may, I don't know, put some enamel dots or sequins or something on these cards to jazz them up a little bit. I don't know what I have. I'd have to look. But this is it for today. This is it for today. Like I said, I have to buy a die or cut them out again, and I don't want to cut them out again. But here we go. They're so pretty. Oh, this one's bent. What the heck? That's it. Almost 20 cards done, and it would have been 20 if I would have had enough thankfuls. 3 more I need. Okay, thanks so much for joining me today, you guys. I think my point of this was to show you how quick you can make a set of cards. My prep time was a little bit longer because of the Cricut. If I would have had a stamp that said "for you" and a die that said "thankful," my prep time would have been like 15 minutes. So it would have been 45 minutes to make 20 cards, which I don't think is bad. So like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for joining me today. Have a great rest of your day.